Tier 5 Saudi Arabia. Everyone is still joining today for the grid. Anyway, we should be close to a full grid today. Might need to add one more guy, so hold up while I do that. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Then I need to invite him. Sorry, I'm still setting this up. Still don't have everyone as friends, so that makes it a bit tedious before each race. Drivers don't matter for the cars, so please, if you think you should have, let's say, Bottas' car, just get him in Hamilton's car. The drivers literally don't matter, just make sure you are in the right team. So everyone should be in the right car at this moment. I'm just going to check. Oh yeah, the second Mercedes, that's right. Okay, he sent me a friend request already. That makes my job a bit easier. But please, guys, if you're going to race somewhere, this is for everyone. Um, Make sure you have them friended before, because makes it really better. Wait, did he? So let me check. I swear. So I'm just checking is Zicket a ban or not. If he does, I'm not giving him. Let me check this. Okay, so Robin and Smiley have the Mercedes, Trucker, Louis, Rebel, Arctic, Twitchy, McLaren, Jesko has the Austin. So where is... I think... Oh, this is going... I'm going to invite Reaper to this, because this is a big mess. Don't even have Reaper. Great, great. I'm so sorry about this. There's a mess with the car allocations right now. Hold on, I don't know yet if I have to... invite Reaper, I don't know. Well, this mess is getting fixed. I'm going to check chat real quick. Again, I'm so sorry about this. This mess just started and it doesn't look like it's going on its own. God, this is a mess. That's a Reaper is good. Yeah, so Cheek doesn't have a car. Reaper is still fixing this, so I'm going to turn my mic down because apparently that's a problem. Yeah, I don't know if this works. I can try this. Reaper also has no idea what's going on, so I got that going. Okay, we're figuring out the reserves right now. Everyone hold on. So let me check, yeah, Esteban Ocon's car and Sergio Perez's car, so. Are we missing a Ferrari? Yeah, we are missing a Ferrari. then jumped from Ferrari into Red Bull. Alright, that clears it up. We can ready up now. The seats are sorted. So apparently, Shaq has got a race ban last week, and because of that, his car got given away prematurely, and that's why Dan thought he was in the Alpha, but he is now in the Rebel. I'm so sorry about the mess. I know this wasn't really in my control anyway, but we are starting later now because of it. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't do that right then. I will change the sound of your music right now. Don't say it's a one shot. Okay, and we're going. I will lower the sound a bit. Is it only the music or is it the sound in the gen? I'm just putting it to 4 now. That should be good enough. Anyway, I can see an Alfa Romeo has going out. I'm sorry. I think that's Danel. So Danel is the first one out. And the tire, track map of course, lap data, and that was it. So here we go. Jeddah, fast circuit. For the ones who haven't seen it, I'm going to stick on it the whole lap with Danel, so you can see the circuit a bit. Lots of cars coming now out at the same time. So we will see some traffic on the flying laps, I believe. So yeah, as you also can see, walls are really close as Louis has already crashed. So yeah, fast corners, close walls, long straights. It's basically Monaco, except this one has room for 3 DRS zones. 2 DRS zones, sorry. But then now starting his lap. We only have Resume, Benny and Syke in the pits. there are a lot of yellow flags in Sector 3 at the moment. Of course, everyone's slowing down one last time, trying to get out of traffic. Obviously, fastest Sector 1 for Danau. Yeah, you can see the Williams and the Mercedes having traffic of each other. The Red Bull and the Aston Martin getting in each other's way. But the Ferrari might encounter the AlphaTauri. No, that's a Williams, that's a Williams. I hate the colors being so close to each other. So yeah, we can see Danny's on mediums, X-Trace is on mediums. I have a qualifying ban. Oh, of course, yeah, no. I'm just stupid again. Oh, and Benny has an, how's it called, mediums. The lap is finished. Is the Kexel? No, that's Cayenne. But it didn't count for some reason. Then we have the Williams of MBMA. Goes faster but get beaten by Cedron Pass. Haas in the pit. Williams continues on. But I think that was invalid. Or maybe an outlap. I think it's X-Trace. No, it was not X-Trace. Robin is now second, followed by teammates Mighty Mini Small MBMA takes P4 with Dan in P5. Italiano is now in P7 with a pretty bad time. Arctic Scroll dies between. Kexel is now approaching, but that was invalidated. Let's see, then we have that Haas, that is obviously Canada again. That's not Kexel, that's Ian. Ian just set the fastest second sector. Sector 2 has yellow flags, a Ferrari lets someone by. It lets a lot of people by. As Ian is now driving towards the line and takes P5. Let's see, then we have Jake on an outlap, that's X-Ray behind him. I think on a run-in. Yeah. That's P9 for him on mediums. Mercedes goes into the pit. I think that whole line of cars goes into the pit, except for Benny who goes P10. Then we have MBMA. No, not MBMA. That was, I don't know. It's hard to keep up. Then that's Arctic now into the pit lane. Then we have the Rebel of Dan. And we have Kexel, but Kexel did not stay on track limits. He's going out again for second lap. Then we have the Alfa Romeo of Resume, who's approaching the line. It doesn't look like a good lap. It certainly isn't. It's still good enough for P7. It's Alex Talent, I think now did invalidate or something. Then we have Shake approaching, but he has invalidated. It's X-Trace behind him, also invalidated. Then we have Benny again. Also, I'm sorry if I sound a little off today or not enthusiastic or anything. I'm just tired lately, so Benny doesn't improve on that. That's the Aston Martin or no, not Miesco, that was Italiano, who is second, by the way. A good job from the reserve. And we have Danel on an outlap, followed by Kixel. I doubt Kixel has fuel left, so but I'll stick on him. You don't know. He stays out. He's going for a lap, and he stays in P13. That's Boom behind him. Then it's Resume probably to the pits, followed by Alex Talent. Alex across the line, that's enough for P7. Then there is Miesco, now on his lap. He's being followed by, is there X-Trace? That's X-Trace. I think there's problems for MBMA. X-Trace stays out, that's going to be a 1:30.15, that's P12 for him. Teammate obviously behind him. Then we have Benny. Benny going into the pits despite being faster. That was Sag messing it up. As we have Robin starting his lap, I believe. And we have Mighty Mini Small coming back into the pits. The now is now on his running lap is almost 3 times faster. Known to final straights. Opening DRS. There we go, that's P9 for him. And we have the Rebel of Dan. Then we have Mr. Kian. No, that's not Kian. That was Kixel. Art, I think that was Stitchy also qualifying himself. Yeah, it was. And then we have Alex to the pits. Miesco takes P2. Arctic stays on P13. Then we have the Ferrari of, I think that's Trompus on the outlap. Yes, it is. He's being closely followed by MBMA. No. Where I see X-Trace, who is invalidated and pitting. MPMA is 2 seconds up on his time and invalidated, probably hit the wall. All sectors have a yellow flag now. So I think Robin is staying behind the Aston Martin. Because it's his, he's going for another lap or he's coming in. He's going for another lap. And we have the Haas of Danel, it has to be, he's going to the pit. Then we have Ditchy Boom going for the lap, and that's a 1:29.6 for P6. Kian just jumped up to P6. Then we have Arctic Scroll. But he invalidated, he's being closely followed by Miesco, who goes back into the pits. Then we have Trompus, who invalidated and will be going back to the pits. He's being followed by Gexel, who had a dismal lap. Will he go out of the way? Yeah, he will. For MBMA, who has an invalidated lap time. Then we have, where is he? Mighty on an outlap. He's being followed by Benny. But Benny is on an outlap. Then we have Italiano, who goes for P3, stays there with an improvement. The Alfa Romeo doesn't do anything special. Robin is doing, he's improving, not, no, 12 seconds, I didn't look at that. Yellow flags for Kian. two McLarens working together as we have Arctic now approaching the line. He's half a second up, he touches the final wall. But he still isn't over yet. He comes across the line, 7 tenths improved, and he moves up 2 places to P11. Then is that side? No, that was Presumu. I am very bad with pronouncing names, I'm so sorry. X-Trace is on an outlap. Mighty isn't, but he invalidated. Benny is 2 seconds faster right now than his previous time as he comes through the final corner. He's being followed by Miesco on an outlap, I believe. Comes across the line, jumps up to 7. That's Italiano on his way to the pits. That's Shaik who jumps to P3. Then we have, is that Robin? Where's Robin's name? Robin into the pit. Is that then behind that? Then behind Arctic slowing down for Presumu. Good line through the final corner, nice out of the way from Arctic. He now comes across the line, jumps up to P4. Then we have Miesco on his outlap. He's being followed by X-Trace. 2 seconds up on his time, but invalidated. Then a lot further back is Kexel. This is not Kexel's favorite circuit. Then it's Alex Talent on an outlap, followed by teammate Danel. I'm sorry. Danel comes back in. Shaik is probably coming back in. Yes. No, he didn't. MBMA is now going. Opening the pit. Rebel continues on. Ferrari of Trumpus. Outlap. Presumu is invalidated. That's Miesco, but he's slower right now, so he's probably going to pit. If he sets a lap he did while practicing, that was a 1:27.6, he would have pole. But we'll see. Benny? No, that was one of the Williams. Ditch on an outlap, then we have Robin on an outlap, but that's Mighty on an outlap. Then we have Italiano on an outlap. It's being followed by Alex Tellet, not on an outlap. And he jumps from P13 to P10. Then we have MBMA. Alex Tellet now retired. MBMA is going up to P7. Trumpus doesn't look like he's improving, but he still crosses the line. Rebel slows down for the McLaren of Arctic. It's on an outlap. I can't see if he will make it or not. But X-Ace collided with Danel and has a 5-place grid penalty. up to start a new lap. He improved actually. That's P8 for him. Will Robin make it? Yes, he will, and the same is for Ditchy. That's the Williams of no, not MBMA, that's X-Trice. But X-Trice is not improving and will probably go back to the pit. He lets Bruno by, but Bruno invalidated. Being followed by Miesco. No, by Italian, who goes into the pit and retires. X-Trace goes into the pit. MPMA looks like he's going back to the pits. Chompus is going back to the pits. Ditchy is on his lap. And after that we don't have too many people left. Oh, Ditchy invalidated. Oh, that's quite sad for him. Then we have, let's see, that's Robin. He is 1/10 faster to sector 2. Here he comes, and that's P6 for him. And that was the last one. Everyone else is in the pit lane at the moment. So we're waiting for them. An amazing lap by Trompus. He is 6/10 up on everyone. Yeah, I saw it. I first thought you were going to let someone by, but that's just not a good wall to hit people on. But stuff like that happens, you know. It is a hard circuit, so. And at least you'll have Louis behind you, because Louis had his quali ban, of course. Takes a long time for the McLaren pit crew to get this guy into the pit. Let me actually check up on them. Oh, he is in the pit lane. So we have Trumpers on P1, on the same row with Miesco. They're being followed by Shaq, Presimu, Italiano Rico, XI Robin, MBMA 05, Arctic Squirrel, Kian and Benny Bruno rounds up the top 10. Then on row 6 we have Ditchy Boom together with Alex Talent, followed by Mighty Mini Smiley, 10, Danel, X-Trace, Kexel, and obviously it's Louis in the last place. Now I hope everyone got used to this circuit, because when you go side by side you need to know your limits, especially on a circuit like this. It looks dry enough. I'm waiting for one of the drivers to yell in the chat it's going to rain later on, which would actually be hilarious if it happens. But we're in the middle of the desert, so I don't expect it. The thing is, you want a low downforce because of the sheer speed of the straight, but if you go too low you ram into the wall, and that's just devastating on a track like this. So you got to find the fine balance. It will be 25 laps, and we're just going to go to number 3, because at the start you normally can see any incidents pretty clear from P3. The Alphas have a good qualifying. and it might be just me, but it looks like Shaq is quite jumping around the place, like his internet is that's good, but that's not mine to look at. I don't need to data. Everyone looks like they survived Sector 1 information map. But yeah, what this circuit reminds me most of on this game is Singapore. It's quite fast, it has tricky turns, and over the whole circuit you can just drive side by side, but the walls are closing in quickly on you. I'm quite surprised about Benny Buno being so low down. Obviously last week's winner. After Trumpers made the wrong strategy call and stayed out. I think the fight is going to be between Trumpers and Miasco on strategy. I think on sheer pace that Trumpers will win it. But then again, the walls are quite close, so one mistake and your tire or your win is gone. So everything can happen in racing, and especially on a track like this. But it is going to be a one-stop from everyone. If you're good on tire management, you will go to mediums. If you're not good on it, you'll go to hards. As everyone has found their way to the grid, and we'll soon start it. As we can see, the green lights light up. We don't see the actual grid lights. Can we get a better view? This is what we get, and the lights are out, and we're going. Already positional changes. It is a pretty good start for Miasco, who dives up the inside, and I'm surprised he is not out of the race. That was not the smartest move, and it shows. Kian also had a massive collision with Benny Buna, or it was just on the safety car. But that move just costed Miasco his whole race. This is what I said, the walls come at you quite fast. It wasn't in the way I meant to, but it fits. Let's check the damage. No damage on Presumu. Shaik has no damage. I think Italiano has no front wing. MBMA has no damage. Robin seems like he's intact. Kian is intact. Benny Buno looks intact as we are racing again. Trumpus, because of that incident with Miasco, has dropped quite the places. Miasco obviously dead last and will stay dead last. This really helps Presmu and Shaq, as the Alfa Romeos are now taking lead of the Grand Prix. And will be fighting it out together at this moment. And it looks like Austin's will double stack, as Italiano is in, Kian is in, and obviously we will see Miasco coming in. Robin is really close to MBMA. Benny is looking to charge Alex. It's Louis and httpBoom and Arctic are all looking at the back of Mighty Mini. Trumpers, Dan, X-Ray and Dan are looking at the back of Danel. And then of course we have Crexel closing the line, and then Italiano, Kian and Miesco. But right now Presimu is falling behind on his teammate. MBMA is having to defend for his life because the Mercedes of Robin will not disappear out of his mirrors, as Mighty Mini Smile has made didn't defend enough and let the Red Bull of Louis by. As Trumpus is making moves up the field, he's now between the two McLarens. Jack has the fastest lap, a 1:31.7. But DRS will be allowed this lap. You can also see that Dan, X-Rays and Danel are now in a fight. With a bit of corner cutting from Danel. Yellow flags, as we can see. Presimu having issues. He might have hit a wall. I cannot see his front wing. And Danel has spun it. There's no damage as far as I can see, but he really needs to take care of those tires. Caxel is also being holding up by the Alfa Romeo really, and he spun around. So to fight for, and MBMA is really under pressure from both EXE Robin and Alex Demon now. Miesco has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And I think Robin is going to get past. It's going to be 3 wide. No, it's not. Will Robin clear both of them? Not yet, but obviously the rear wing should fly open. There we go. And MBMA can do nothing about the Mercedes on his inside now, or outside. And it's a 2-for-1, although there is contact between the Haas and the Williams. Robin has nothing to do with it, he's gone. MBMA will obviously be trying to take the position back, but he might look backwards, because the Haas behind him really wants to get on the podium. And he got a penalty together with Dan, so both Haas doing unison penalties right now. Chompers on his recovery mission is right up against Louis. He overtook him. Louis did not lose too much time fighting him. He let him by. And that's that battle done and dusted. Mighty Mini Small, X-Rays, Arctic Squirrel and Dan are looking to fight it all out together. With httpBoom a little bit up the road. Especially Arctic Squirrel, Mighty Mini Smile and Dan are putting up the show. With httpBoom now getting away. And Arctic is showing good offensive and defensive racing at the same time. As Alex Talent also has overtaken MBMA, who has a penalty, and Arctic Squirrel goes around the outside and has overtaken Mighty Mini Smile. But remember, Mighty is on mediums. Well, oh, he's coming into the pit. He must have had damage then. He's dropping down. MBMA, Alex Talent are also in the pit right now. The gap between Robin and Shake is now 6.2 seconds. Trumpus is back up into 4th. Obviously we've had some stops already, most for damage. And the Alpine of Benny and the Ferrari of Trumpus are fighting once more. where they fought last week in Belgium, they are fighting now in Saudi Arabia. Last time Trompers was the obvious winner, and now again as Benny has smashed his win into the wall. He wanted too much, he went too soon on the throttle, and he's paid with his front wing, but not with his tires. He's damaged, but he's not out yet. X-Trace is now also catching on him. Arctic is now keeping them behind. And I think Miesco is going to get lapped within 4 laps. This really isn't the way Miesco wanted this race to go. I've actually practiced with him earlier today, as Arctic gets overtaken by Dan, and Miesco was actually really freaking quick, but now being on hards on the, I don't think he's going to stop again, as Arctic goes a bit wide. It's just sad to see all the practice just gone away in one turn. As Benny is in the pits, unsurprisingly, as well as Kexo, and 5 seconds for corner cutting for Benny Buno, and a 3-second time penalty on top of that. Benny is not in his happy place right now, as I think Mighty Meanie Smiley is right behind him, and we have a virtual. We surprisingly don't have any retirements as of yet. Daniel gets another penalty. Miesco is now in the pit and will get lapped. Or not. With the green lights going again, Miesco might make it to not get lapped. No, never mind, he got lapped by EXE Robin and Trompus. And it's Louis. Maybe by... Did she? No, but did... Yeah, blue flags. It's all over for Miesco. Shaik has now 5 seconds of penalty too. And Miesco has retired on track. That's not allowed, buddy, but I get your frustrations. It's real sad. Is there going to be a safety car because of it? No, there is not. The gap between Trompus and Robin is 4 seconds. They obviously need to keep the gap to Shaik. And it's 14 seconds right now, and that's not enough to get the pit stop in. So Shaik will get the position back, as Buno now gets another penalty. As these guys pit, he will get his positions back. But how much, I don't know. Meanwhile, the remaining Aston Martin is chasing the two fighting Williams. X-Trace is on hards and fighting MBMA on mediums. Trompus a 131.5 and is catching rapidly to EXE, as the Williams are almost side by side. But MBMA decides to back out, and he has actually been overtaken. How did I not see that? MBMA has been overtaken by his teammate. The rear wing flies open for MBMA, and he re-overtakes his teammate. There's sector 1 yellow flags. I think there is an Alfa Romeo. Shite! Oh, he was set to take the lead again, but now he has to pit, and he has to drive a whole lap without front wing. And that's going to be painful. Meanwhile, Benny just slowed down for the Mercedes. Don't know what happened with him. Can we maybe see his front wing? Seeing at how much he's struggling for grip, I assume he has some kind of damage. A lot of damage. Doesn't look good for our previous race winner. Talking about race winners, I've seen Robin win a few races in another league, but I don't think he's going to win this one against Trompus. Trompus started up front, lost it obviously because the dive of Miesco, and now he's wanting in the back. We saw last week how fast Trompus was. He would have won it if he didn't stay out on 20 lap old mediums, I think it was. Meanwhile, we have the Rebel of Dam pitting, and the fight of the Williamses is still going. Italian behind them now has a 3-second time penalty. Don in the pit, Shaik obviously in the pit. Did Bruno already pit? Bruno already. This X-Trace is going a little light. He obviously has to push really hard to keep up with his teammates. And now he's under attack from Rigo. He's lucky he can get DRS of his teammate in the next DRS zone. But other than that, I think he has nothing to defend. As the reserve driver tries to pull up alongside him, he defends against it. Yellow flags, and I think that's Danel making a mistake. And there's a virtual. I think I saw a piece of front wing flying. Oh, I think Italiano lost one of his end plates. He did. Now then going back up, of course. Extended of again a penalty. Ticci, Italian and Benny, no, Mighty in the pit. This might be the most important. 1.2 seconds are between the two fighters. Mercedes and Ferrari, as we've seen them in real life a lot of times over the past few years, or not the past few, but some time ago. The fight is really on between these two, and the pace on softs is definitely in the favor of Trumpet. But will the pace of mediums be in favor of Robin, as there was yellow flags? I don't know for who they were. As you can also see, Alex Tellen losing to Kuzmu. And the two are pitting. This will be crucial. Mediums on the Ferrari. And they come out closer than ever. Louis taking the lead, but Louis also has to pit. As you can see, Arctic Scroll in the pit now. No one between them again. It's medium versus medium. Yellow flags. Mighty Mini Smiley has crashed out. And there's a safety car. This will change up the grid quite a bit, or change up. This will provide some tactical decisions for the drivers. As you can see, a lot of them are going into the pit, going to fit those sweet mediums and trying to finish the race on that. from being lapped anymore. Actually, where's Daniel? Daniel is way behind, and Daniel is the only one left. But he won't get in the fight with the title, or not title fighters, with our race win contenders. As Louis is now slowing down big time. As he has taken the pit stop and he comes out behind them. And this turns into a three-way battle. Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, as we've seen them a lot of times. Alex, Presmu and Benny are also in the pit lane. Daniel has finally overtaken Mini Smiley. And it has to be said, it took some while for him to do that. Other than that, I think we should have had all the pit stops, so everyone should be closing up to the safety car and lining up. The Williams are, I think, the strongest team now. They are. At this point in time, let me actually calculate. So, Robin gets 25 points. Fourth gets 12 points and fifth gets 10 points. Am I correct? Yes. So that means that if we were to finish under this, Mercedes would still score more points than Williams. But Williams would have a really strong showing if we finish like this. And I think MBMA and X-Trace can be really proud if that happens. But the race is long. Less guys are making the way to the second sector, I think. They're now in the third. It's hard to see the lines right now. Daniel has chosen to not participate anymore. And Kexo has chosen for the pit lane. This will probably put him in last. So here comes Shaik, who overtakes him. And there comes his teammates. Who overtakes him. So the two AlphaTauris having to do some recovery work from 14th and 15th. As next lap we will probably get going again, looking at how close the Alphas are right now to the rest. Kexel gets a time penalty, as we've seen a lot of those already. I haven't seen the signal safety car coming in this lap, so we might just get another lap of safety car. Otherwise the warning will come out really late. Oh, That is pretty late because we can already see the pit lane from here. Safety car is in. We can see the final cars in the background. And he's gone. Robin has gone at the last moment he could. Looks like X-Trace was the first one to be surprised by that. Benny is back into the pit lane. Trompus has overtaken Robin. Robin was vulnerable for the attack from Louis then. And he's now defending against MBMA. But Trompus has immediately taken the lead, has immediately gained 1.5 second gap, and I think that's Trompus gone. Unless he hits a wall, Trompus is going to win this. And that will be an amazing feat. On a track like this, starting in pole, getting spun out, falling to almost last, and then taking the win. That will be impressive if it does it. But we have a lot of racing to go. 11.5 laps to be exact. And I think that's Dan going a bit wide on the mini-map. Let's actually look at the train behind, because look at this train. A lot of guys. I think Robin might be going for a move at the end of this straight. Obviously no DRS, but we've seen people try before. Slipstream, ERS, he is not close enough yet. Now I'm actually wondering, how did he get number 23? Because I thought that was Auburn's number. That shouldn't be available until, well, not next year, because then Auburn is back, but this, let's set that aside. Italiano, again 3-second time penalty. Trompus 3.5 seconds up the road. He said bye bye, this win is mine. Robin is losing touch a bit. He's falling more and more in the claws of MBMA and X-Trace, who are having their own fight. The only ones who aren't in a fight right now are Trompus and Benny Buno. And because it's so fast-paced, it's quite hard to lose guys behind you, because the slipstream is so powerful here. As the 130.5 is set by Trompus and is the fastest lap of the race. It's actually weird that I don't see the pink name or title or anything. But Robin is now 5/10 away, so he is closing up. He is losing time to MBMA, who is now getting a 3-second time penalty. Back there it doesn't look like there is overtaking action. Not really. X-Trace on the hards is managing to keep up. Louis gets a penalty, and this could decide the final podium place. Robin does not have to overtake him. Robin needs to keep his health calm and just stay within 3 seconds of Louis to claim the final podium spot. Alex has overtaken X-Trace. It's 3 wide there. Holy frick! X-Trace almost forces Alex into the wall, MBMA. And MBMA is now falling behind. And he's having to pit. Why is he pitting? Oh, 11 lap. Right. Presume, no, Tichy Boom and Italiano are joining him. Chase and Alex are now going side by side through over the track. And that's gonna cut him from X-Rays. And that's contact almost. These two are not giving each other a millimeter of extra space than they need to. Kian, 3-second time penalty. Louis still 7/10 ahead of Robin, which is enough, but also not enough. Then under heavy pressure from the Alfa Romeo. Let's see, Kian trying to keep up with Presmu. The closest fight is here. Alex versus X-Rays. As Robin is outside of DRS range, now he's inside DRS range. Will his rear wing open, yes or no? Yes, it's open, so he is catching up again. Alex's rear wing will also open, and then will leave X-Rays vulnerable. As you can see, an Alpha going almost against the wall. And X-Rays goes right. Alex also goes right, and they're still on side. MBMA is... He is driving aggressive, but this is the same thing that people said about Max Verstappen, and if he follows the Max Verstappen out, he will get cleaner in about 5 seasons. In the meantime, Alex falling prey to Shaik. I think he may have gotten damage from contact with the Haas, because Dan is now also catching up to him. Wouldn't be surprised if he has to pit at the end of this lap. Trumpers, almost 6 seconds. Maybe you just brake early, Daniel. You don't know that. Just report it and move on from it. X-Trace is making the absolute best work he can from those hards, as Robin is right back up against It's Louis. He's having the inside, he's having the DRS, he is ahead, and he has made the overtake. Robin has overtaken the Red Bull and is now not only in penalties in second, but also on track. Like I said, then I'll just put it in Stewart's report and we'll talk, they will look at it. In the meantime, Italiano fastest lap and Alex another time penalty. I can see a lot of time penalties. Tichy, Presume, Robin and Trumpets are the only one without. And here we can see the Red Bull and the Ferrari going side by side once more over this tight, I want to say street circuit, but it's not. They make contact. And the Red Bull is ahead. Louis fighting perfectly against the Mercedes. Robin has to stick behind him once more in the DRS zones and has to set it up. If he's smart, he doesn't do it now. But he goes for it. He is alongside. Who is going to have the DRS? It's the Mercedes of Robin. He is now far enough ahead to not worry about Robin. X-Trace did go into the pits. He's going for softs. And this means Shaik is up in 4th, Alex is 5th, Arctic is 6th, and I want to leave the penalties hidden. X-Ray is overtaken by his teammates. X-Ray might fall to last. He does. The gap to Trumpus is now 10 seconds as Kian has crashed out. Then we can see Dan catching up to Alex. Benny getting another penalty. And the Red Bull again getting really close to overtaking the Mercedes side by side again. These two really don't know how to stop, as this camera shot is absolutely perfect for this battle. Wanting to pull alongside, no room for it. Over the weird structure or under the weird structure. Ready for the next DRS zone. And here he goes, alongside, in the outside. Gets the move done, but giving the DRS to the Mercedes again. And for Robin this is fine. Louis is giving the podium away because he has been held up by Robin too much. And Shaik has caught up. So Shaik will probably join Trumpus and Robin on the podium. As Shaik now gets the penalty. But Shaik might still overtake Louis. Then gets a penalty. Resume, Robin and Trumpus still the only ones without penalties. The fight behind them is getting feisty. I want to look away for a second because look at this train. We're also so close together. Back to the action, or the better action. Robin is pulling a bit away, as Louis has to defend against the Alfa Romeo. A nice switchback attempt didn't work yet. Robin defends perfectly against the Red Bull, and that limits the exit of Louis, who has DRS and is going to fight into turn 1 against Robin, the side by side. He doesn't dive it, he makes contact. Does he get wind damage from that? And if he does, is it enough for the Alfa Romeo of size to get the position? They make contact, he pushes Shaik off track, and we will definitely hear about that from the Alfa Romeo driver. Then Shaik obviously still has chance, as he is keeping behind them, and they are holding each other up. Kexel is in the pits again, and BMA gets another penalty. And Trumpus is 12.5 seconds ahead. He overtook on the safety car restart, and he never looked back since. Looks like Shaik did get damage from that, so there might be a steward report coming, or there will be a steward report coming. And Louis tries it again. He does get the position. Does he get the DRS this time? No, he doesn't. And he can't overtake the Mercedes. This must be very frustrating for him, and I need to take a drink for a second because I'm losing my voice here. Oh, that's better. Luckily nothing happened while I was drinking. As Shaik tries to overtake, there was no room there, so he gets another time penalty. He's on it around the outside, push him for space. And it's enough for Louis to make a mistake and fall back. Now Shaik is now in third, but he wants more. He wants second. He's now very much on the chase at Robin, and Robin, now done with the Rebel, has to deal with Alfa Romeo. As Trompers is having 2 laps to go from now. No move up the inside. So Shaik is playing the smart DRS game. He is catching, he chooses inside. There was a dummy move and it worked, though he goes a bit off track, has to give back on his exit, and there's contact between the Alfa Romeo and the Mercedes. But the Alfa Romeo is ahead at this moment. Again, penalties will decide it, but as it looks, no problems yet. The drivers are also carefully sorted in medium runners and soft runners. It's 50-50 divided. And behind them, the fight is really brewing here. And so is the fight up here. Robin is losing contact with Shaik now. And if Shaik's penalties are not severe enough, he might get away with second, though I doubt it. It might happen. The gaps behind seem to have died down. As right now, Trompus is starting his final lap as Louis goes down the inside once more. Will the DRS game hold stand? I think it will. Inside, alongside ahead, and taking the position. He didn't compromise his exit for that, and can perfectly defend again. Let's see, Louis 4 tenths down. But now we only have 4 DNFs. Louis, another 3-second time penalty, and I think that sealed it. I think Sheik is going to get third, and Louis, with his penalties, will fall back down more. As Louis tries an outside, and he almost spins around Robin. What was done to him a few laps ago by Sheik, he has taken over, and now does on Robin. Robin though can still get second if he pushes really hard, but that's not what we're going to look at right now. With that battled on, there's only one thing to look at, and it's the leader, Trompes, got taken out at the start of the race, fought his way, for this place all the way back to take the checkered flag and win the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Shaik will cross the line in second as he runs over some debris, but will he keep P2? Here is Louis, and Robin takes P2, Louis takes P3, and Shaik is left in P4. Arctic Squirrel P5, Italiano crosses the line, Drizimu P6 with Dan P7, Italiano P8, Benny Buno P9, Alex Tallon P10, P11 as Stage Boom takes P10. Having no penalties really helped him. X3s has collided with someone and DNF'd. MBMA did not even finish. He will give P13 to Kexel after DNFing. So that has been an eventful Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. as we sit here waiting for Kexel to finish. Robin has kept his head absolutely cool, waiting for redemption, and he's got P2, so this was an absolutely perfect race from Trompes. I'll check the standings in a bit. So, with that out of the way, that was my phone dying. It isn't the first time, will definitely not be the last time this happens. But that was an amazing performance from most people. And with that done, I'll go over the standings right now. If it works. Let's see, Trompers won. Okay, from what I see, Keen will still be the leader. Louis will keep on second. I think Trompers overtakes Benny. And that's really all I can do from my head. Or actually, yeah, Robin will jump from 22nd to, let's see, 18 points. That's on BMA. That will be P10. He will jump up 12 places, if my calculations are right. But anyway, there was an amazing there was the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, a perfect race, aside from some minor incidents. And I'll see you back next week for... Let me actually check the calendar. Next week we'll be back on Netherlands for the start of the second half of the season. We're already halfway through it. So nothing is set right now. We still have to see a lot of fights. And I hope you guys will be there with me. Well, I definitely saw you and Robin side by side, Louis. It was amazing. For 10 laps straight, you kept chasing each other down. But I have to give driver of the day to Trompes, taking out lap 1, falling to 16th and fighting all the way back up, even before the safety car. Amazing. But with that said, I want to wish everyone a nice evening, and I'll see you again next week.